we just talked about small, medium, large size enterprise brands, how you see as you go further and further up, how to think about the different component pieces, how do you bring them together, what's the role of triangulation. Also, important thing you notice that as I went through it, I kind of drew a line between tech and practice. Okay, they both are sort of interwoven together. If you come from the tech side, you may think of the entire world as just tech, just about systems and BI and dashboards and whatnot. And if you come from the other side, you may not even care about tech. I don't care about tech. I just care about like just grabbing a few reports, right? Actually, as you can see, it's a interweaving of the two. How do you bring them together to build a competency that is right for the organization at that time is the game. And naturally, it's it's nuanced. It's also contextual and whatnot. But think of it in two pieces: practice and tech. Okay. All right. Let's go. All right. Another big cheat sheet, best practice is to think of the entire thing in iterations. Okay. So a test, learn, grow is a test, learn, grow iteration. So one test, learn, grow iteration, we talked about this best practice, remember? How do you make decisions? You go through, triangulation with benchmark multipliers, then you do MMM, then you do testable decision, then you test, then you scale, right? That's one test, learn, grow cycle. Every time you do one test, learn, grow cycle, you'll get some decisions out of it. Oh, I want to scale Facebook and TikTok. I want to cut Google. I'm just making these up. These are not just classroom decisions, right? You get here, this is one iteration. This is where value gets created. Here, you figure out where there is value, what's the insight, what's the customer and the consumer insight, and how do I scale that insight and turn that into business value. This is one iteration of test, learn, grow. Then next iteration, same process or similar process, different learning agenda questions, blah, blah, we go through it, and then you'll scale the next round of whatever it is. So think of it as in iterations. If you're a smaller company, like a small e-commerce brand or whatnot, and one iteration could be like, 4 months, okay, or maybe 5 months to get there, right? If you're a big sort of enterprise brand like Akshaya, like an Instacart, 2 quarters best case. It's very hard to just even get everybody aligned, maybe 3, right? So just having that picture in place, how long does it take to go through one iteration? And then having that sense also allows you to communicate that effectively to the stakeholders and say, hey, this is the process, this is how long it's going to take. And for us to see value, here is how fast we can go in these places, how fast we cannot go in other places. Some things are like structural, some things are more logistical. So all those things, being able to like describe that in a way and write the right project plans for it and communicate that will be a big factor in you being successful in rolling this out in the companies you work for. Okay.